everyone. Diane and I just got seeing Paranormal Activity 3. I love how it's. I'm just happy it's not Paranormal Activity 3D, but this one was kind of a mixed bag as opposed to the other ones, where I really like the other ones. This one I just kind of thought was okay, save for the very end, which got really suspenseful. The first one definitely, since it was such a lower budget movie, it had to focus more on the build up to like a certain scare. This one just had way too many, I thought.
Yeah.
You can show your selfie now.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, yeah, it was pretty good. I can't really remember the second one too well, so I can't compare it, but yeah, I thought it was suspenseful the whole way. Like, I thought it was pretty good. It was just some of the stuff where like the little girls would just get pulled by the ghost, Toby, and they would fly like across the room, like comically. Like,
it was the '80s, so I'm saying they're naming that demon after Toby Hooper.
I don't know.
That's just my joke, though. But yeah, the ghost was actually more funny in this one, specifically because they gave him a name as in opposed to the other ones. I don't remember if the second one they ever mentioned like a creature named Toby, but I don't remember.
It doesn't really segue into the other two that much.
It doesn't. It has nothing to do with the other ones, save for the whole. It explains that the grandma was insane. Like they explain. I remember the second one. They said, "What if, like, you know, our great grandmother like made a deal with the devil?" That was pretty much. This one was just explaining how that was made, and they also have this. Like, if you saw the second one, they have this really like subtle moment where it's just like, you always want to have a son, and I was just like, obviously I know what she's talking about there. Like, if you saw the second one, it's just like there's a lot of has a lot of those moments where it's just like it kind of makes like unsubtle moments to the other two, but at the same time it's just kind of weird. Like, this could have been in its own movie entirely. It didn't have to be called Paranormal Activity 3. The reason why it was called that was just specifically to make more money.
Well, yeah, it is kind of the same movie. It's the same thing, really. It's the same, like, premise.
Yeah, it could have been titled Paranormal Entity, too.
No. The other thing, two things bother me with the ending. One, why do they have the footage later? Like, why would they keep that?
I don't know.
How did Eddie...
Who edited this footage? Like, it just seems so perfectly spliced together for all the situations. And you can see at the beginning with the box, they have multiple VHSs about it. So, if depending on 6 hours worth of footage each, and he never shows them, like, editing this footage, save for, like, some wedding footage here and there. That's about a week's worth of footage there. Like, literally hours worth of, like...
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of footage.
Well, the thing that,
but then again,
one of my problems with it is it ended abruptly.
Yeah.
Like that was the second problem. It ended abruptly, and it doesn't really have much to do with the beginning. Yeah. Like, in the other one, they kind of had, the two stories with... Yeah, they had the two stories interconnecting, and they try to do it with this one at the very beginning, sort of have them watching... Yeah, right, but was that the same... That's not the same people from any of the other Paranormal Activity movies, right?
No, the people in the intro were... The girl with the big stump, the pregnant one in the beginning, was the sister in the second one, and they didn't really show her really well.
Is that the same people?
I'm pretty sure the two that they show are the same people.
Alright, so, yeah, okay, that makes sense, but they never really come back to it. The other one, they kind of come back to where they started at.
Yeah.
And the second one, it kind of, the ending went on. For this one, it just sort of ends. It's just
Yeah. But this,
yeah,
is this going to become, a series, not just, instead of, ever, going forward, instead of, having a sequel that explains what's going to happen afterwards, just going to keep going backwards, just to give more unnecessary explanation?
Nah.
I do like these movies.
They're fun.
They're fun, but, it could have ended with the first one. We didn't need explanation. I'm not going to lie and say we needed, in-depth detail as to why she's
I do like having a lot of these movies. They are fun. I guess I just needed to have a little bit more time for this one to kind of... Because you just sort of randomly called me to come watch it.
Yeah, well, we knew this was coming out. There were trailers for it everywhere. I mean, I would rather have seen Drive, but that's not in theaters anymore. Speaking of Drive, that was in. They had like a lot of previews for that, but like that wasn't in theaters around here. Like it was, and like it sporadically came out here in theaters, and then like it just wasn't here.
It was in
Regal.
Regal, yes.
And then like it just wasn't here anymore. But anyways, that's not what I'm talking about.
What's up there? Didn't you used to live there?
Yeah, this is my old. There's a little apartment I used to live in.
Yeah, I can't really see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
we're in the parking lot of the movie theater.
Yeah, we're ripping off the Cinema Snob here. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
We had nothing better to do, but like, I don't know. You don't have to see this one to really get anything else out of the other two.
But if you like the experience of the first two, it's the same. Like it is kind of the same movie. Like you know what's gonna happen. It's just suspenseful and it does it really well. But we're used to it almost.
Yeah.
Where it's fun, but it's like
you're jumping not because you're scared. You're jumping because it's loud.
Well, yeah, but like
I guess it is kind of because you're scared.
Yeah, it builds suspense well. It's just like with the first one, you didn't know like how they're gonna scare you. Like you're always like watching the background, like worrying. Because you didn't know how it was going to play out. This one, it's just going to be something small in the background's changed, and then, something's going to pop out, and you can just sort of like look away from the screen, and you know what I mean. It's not as scary.
I think the thing that made it the most like unnecessarily obvious that something scary is going to happen was the fan cam, which I told you.
Yeah. Well, that was just setting itself up to be suspenseful.
Yeah, it's just like
that was unnecessary.
Just like you took apart my camera. It was just like
my fan.
Yeah. Well, whatever, yeah. Took apart the fan. I can fix it. Just like, well, obviously, like, when it's turning, the camera's turning in one place, you're gonna expect something else in the other area. It's a horror movie. That's kind of the cliche. And what are you doing?
I'm getting a low angle.
Oh, shut up. Like, it's not a bad movie. It's definitely not one of the worst movies I saw this year. But if you're gonna watch any movie that came out this year that's this POV shadow camera thing, I would just watch Troll Hunter. That was way more entertaining.
Really?
I like Troll Hunter more. It's just like I like giant monsters more than I like ghosts. It's one of those things.
I don't know. I like this a little bit better.
Like, I just couldn't help but thinking like when the one scene when it's banging on the door, I'm just like, oh, that's gotta be a troll that's gonna break in now. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's probably What was it? That's probably one of my favorite scenes is when they're in the bathroom, like.
Yeah, like
it is banging on the door.
None of the scenes that are in the trailer were in this movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, they never have the two girls saying Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it's the guy and the little girl. It's like, well, okay, and then like they never have that thing in the background. The one girl like that silhouette of the girl definitely shows up in the movie, but it's not till much later after that point.
Yeah,
and of course it falls under that curse of someone's trying to say this is happening, and then the other person is just like, oh, that's not true. But in this one it's reversed, where it's normally the female who's trying to tell the male that there's crazy stuff happening, and the male doesn't believe it. He just thinks she's out of her mind. This time it's the female who's not believing the male.
Well, yeah, but it feels a lot like the other two. It is kind of the same movie, but it's done differently enough, and
yeah. Like
it's fun.
Like, one problem I have, this is kind of just a nitpick, because The Lost Boys is my favorite movie, and like no one looks like they're from the '80s at all, save for the babysitter.
Yeah, the babysitter.
And that ghost looked like it was like that one scene. Like I was in the bathroom, but when they re-showed it, like it's just like you can see like on her shirt, it looks like the ghost is trying to like grab at her chest or whatever.
Yeah, I was like looking at that. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, just like, and of course once he said he blew her in the face, everyone just started cracking up laughing. It's one of those movies where I think people overreact to what happens. Like, I don't find jump scares scary. Like, there's no lasting feel to it. I just don't find a lot of things scary anymore. Like, we're at this point, I think in society as a whole with movies, I think we're desensitized by now the fact that
yeah, but these do it well though. Like they can,
like.
Which is why I think they're kind of cool, because
one coming out every year is kind of excessive. It's like every year there's a new Call of Duty.
Well, I don't know about Call of Duty. I do like this though, because it is almost like a tradition at this point. It's like every year they get off their ass and make another movie, and I like that.
Coming out in Halloween season though.
Yeah, I like it as like it's been like a Halloween tradition since high school.
Yeah.
The new one comes out, we come out and see it.
First one we saw, we were seniors in high school. We got out of high school the next year, and then this year we saw it now. Now with them, when the
Second time we saw it with Chris.
Yeah, that time we were just making comments about the one girl's tits. But she did have rockin' tits, not gonna lie. And this one, the babysitter has rockin' tits, even though they don't really show them that often, which disappointed me. And I don't know why, but I expected her to like pour out a power morpher and turn into the Pink Ranger. I don't know why, but I was just expecting that the whole time with that girl, with the babysitter in this one.
She looks like the Pink Ranger?
I don't know why, just like the pink on her. So I was like expecting her to turn to the Pink Power Ranger.
It's because you're retarded.
Yeah, that could be it too. Hey, I'm not the one who made a movie about invisible aliens, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should talk about the commercials.
These commercials were stupid.
Okay, which ones were there? I forget.
There's In Time, the one with the
yeah, we know about that one.
Darkest Hour.
You always bitch about it being a comment against...
yeah, the capitalist comment.
Yeah, capitalist stuff.
Yeah, which I know of, like, when I put this on YouTube, everyone's gonna be, like, complaining about, like, that, but whatever. And then there's, like, the one that bothers me the most is The Darkest Hour, which is the one with, like, the invisible aliens. It's just, like, how, like...
They might pull your hair.
Yeah. Like, it's, like, how... Like, it looked like a pretty decent budgeted movie.
The dog... I started laughing when I saw the dog get disintegrated.
It's like, don't kill the dog. What are you, twisted?
That's awesome, though. That made my day.
I hate when dogs die in movies. I really do. Like, if I make a movie, I can't make it where a dog dies.
I'm gonna make a movie where I kill Lewis. I'm gonna hit him
I would murder
in the head with the hammer.
If you ever hurt my dog...
And we're gonna do it like Cannibal Holocaust, where I really kill your dog.
Dude, if you ever hurt my dog, I will murder you. I would like to stress that. Anyone hurts my dog, I will murder them. But... I don't know, it just comes off as being, like, it's like Skyline in Battle Los Angeles with this whole global infestation of aliens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I didn't really see anything about the plot. We just saw people getting disintegrated for like like a minute or something. Yeah. So, yeah, it could be good if the plot's good. Like,
it's probably gonna be one of those movies where it's just like 50% critics love and 50% critics hate it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm probably gonna. I'm not gonna see it.
Right? Yeah, I don't care enough.
I can guarantee you that I'm never gonna see The Darkest Hour or whatever it was called, unless like someone brings it over and like they just are begging me to watch it. Normally some movies I don't see unless people make me watch it. Like the only reason why I saw Avatar is because I saw it for free.
Oh well, what other commercials did we see?
Harold and Kumar in 3D.
I actually think that's going to be funny.
I hate Harold and Kumar. That was dumb and tired once the first one came out. I hate those movies. There's nothing I just like. They're one of those. It's one of those series of movies that I completely despise. There was never anything I liked about those movies. They're dumb starter comedies. If you want a good starter comedy, watch Dazed and Confused. Any other starter comedy is better than those. Grandma's Boy is better. I'm pretty sure Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star, was better than any one of those.
I think you're over exaggerating. I actually like the first one. I haven't seen the second one, and I don't know. The commercial looked funny.
Okay. The first one was extremely okay. It was nothing more than just borderline okay, almost bad. But the second one was just awful. It was really stupid. And now this one, plus the 3D. Why does it need to be in 3D? Comedy. I hate my life.
Everything has to be in 3D, James.
Yeah. Once Avatar came in and messed everything up. Well, at least this looks like it's gonna be like the cool 3D where it's like in your face and all that, as opposed to just being like, oh, it feels like you're in the movie. Oh, Transformers, like you're in, like you can see it. It looks so much better. Screw you. That's not. Dang it. I hate modern day 3D movies. I really do. Can we get back to like Friday the 13th Part 3 and Freddy's Dead kind of 3D, please?
I like 2D.
I like 2D too. That's my point by when I said earlier. I'm happy that this is not Paranormal Activity 3D.
What about Spy Kids 3D? Game over.
I actually saw it in theaters twice.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
My parents took me to see it.
You have no self-respect for yourself. You want to see that.
Hey, I did see Smurfs, and I did not see Spy Kids 4 all the
time. Or
time.
Zookeeper.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see Zookeeper either.
I kind of want to see it though to see how.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I want to see it just to see if it's how bad it is or not, because it looks like one of those things where it might be entertainingly bad. And Kevin James is not that bad of an actor.
No, he's funny. It's just it's a dumb movie. It depends on the movie, you know.
He's a good actor, but the stuff they put him in is garbage. There's no doubt in my mind that's garbage.
Right. You know, grown-ups and yeah.
But anyways, Paranormal Activity 3,